Gentlemen, we got a 1978 Honda CB750 Super Sport. Good old Honda Super Sport from the 70s. The Suzuki GT750 Water Buffalo and the Kawasaki H2 had taken the stage in regards to performance. The Honda 4s were still very prevalent, but they needed something new and exciting. After the horsepower drop for emissions in 72, there were a couple of years, I guess the sales of this 750K model was suffering. In 75, Honda released a CB750F. This is the Super Sport model. It had an extra 1 degree of frame rake and a slightly longer swing arm. Completely updated styling. This is the Super Sport with the coffin style tank and the rear cafe style tailpiece. It had a 4-to-1 exhaust and slightly higher compression ratio. Instead of 9-to-1, it was a 9.2-to-1 compression ratio, and this bike was making an extra 10 horsepower than its counterpart, the CB750K. There's a little history lesson for you guys. So let's cut to the chase. Our Honda aficionados are already saying, well, wait, Ken Jr., didn't this come with a black engine enamel finish? You're 100% right. This bike just underwent a complete stripped down engine out of frame refreshing. We bought this from Steven Sosa. He's a local enthusiast. We actually bought a 74 Honda CB750K from him, which you guys will be seeing shortly. But Steven took the engine out of the frame and vapor blasted and resealed all the original engine components. Look, it's beautiful. Get nice and up close to them. The new base gasket on the cylinder here. I've got photos showing the complete disassembly and refinishing of the engine components. Steven installed new timing chain guides and rollers, timing chain engine. Got the guides and the rollers would wear out right around 20,000 miles. It started to get a little bit noisy. That's been freshened up. It's got new valve seals. That's another concern. After 40 years of sitting in storage, the valve seals are weeping. All the inline fours from this era do that. That's been taken care of. It's got a Delkevic exhaust. Now, I know you're thinking this isn't a period correct exhaust, but it sounds the business. It is the 4-to-1, and it looks phenomenal. Delkevic exhaust. It's got a brand new AGM battery, a Dyna 3 ignition. It's got a new reproduction seat cover, and then the tins have been repainted. So the original tin set has been repainted. It's still got the original Honda badges on here, and Steven had contacted us with this bike for sale, and we struck a deal immediately. I said, Steven, beautiful job on the Super Sport, and it was very easy for us to make a deal on this one. I was thrilled to bring it in, and almost sad that we have to let it go. This is something that I would buy and rip around town. He had updated the headlight with an LED headlight, which is sweet. Look at that. It's bright as hell, and almost blinding. I haven't seen something like that on a Super Sport yet. I mean, cheap, inexpensive upgrade, but well worth it. It's got the original turn signals on it, and I mean, I'm just flapping my gums at this point, guys. Phenomenal running bike. No excuses. The brakes are on point. Looks like the chain and sprockets was replaced recently, but no excuses, guys. We just had Mark look her over, and I've put some decent mileage since Alien brought it in yesterday. Jeff Miller, he picked the thing up for us up in Mass, and I'm gonna throw the helmet on and give you guys a little test ride, but everything's on point. So I'll start it up. Idle's nice and low. Eric, show him the Delkevic exhaust. No. She purrs. exhaust note it's intoxicating. I've got a 76 Kawasaki Z1900 that I use as a daily around the shop here, and it's got a Kirker 401. It's that same tone from the Jap inline fours of this era. There. When you hear these coming up the road, it's like, holy shit, that thing's, what is that? You know, this is the bike that will snap next when you're riding down the street. Big overhead at the museum, and now we're working on the restaurant and bar project. But I mean, think about it. Find a 70s Jap inline 4 without a million miles on it that's been set up to ride, where everything's done. Try. Good luck. I'm gonna shut up for a few minutes here so you can hear the exhaust note. We go on a nice little ride. Now I just got off the 71 CB750 that we're putting up for auction this week, and I mean, I'll tell you what, until I was reading up on the changes that they made for the Super Sport, I never really noticed the frame rake. And I mean, if you're involved in any category of racing, you know that slight changes, you know, to the fork height or the front end rake, or even the length of the swing arm will drastically change how it feels in the corners, how it'll handle through the high speed and the rough stuff. And I'll tell you what, this feels a lot, the 71 feels very agile in the corners, very easy, almost light in the corners, and this feels like you can just go really fast around sweeping corners and stuff like that, laying it over. It feels pretty damn solid. And I suppose the trade-off would be, you know, in the tight cornering sections, it wouldn't be as good, or at least on paper. Do some figure eights for you. Still can get it done.
guys are going to be seeing a lot of Honda Super Sports on our site here. I've kind of been jumping on that bandwagon. I've been picking up as many as I could find. If you guys saw our 77, I believe, or was that a 76? So we brought through a few weeks back. A stunner we sold to Scott Sunday, buddy of mine up in Oregon. That was a stunning piece. I believe a little bit less mileage than this one. Again with a Kirker 4-in-1. I mean, other than that, guys, she's got the triple disc brakes. I mean, when we're talking about classic motorcycles, from a collectability standpoint, the Honda 4s, Kawasaki Z1s, these are the most collectible at the moment, and just so happen to be some of the most reliable. You get one that's sorted out, and will never leave you stranded. A 65 right there, and a quick pull. I haven't taken one of these out on the highway and gone for a speed run yet, but I think I'm due. Oh yeah, this one's got a steer stabilizer on it as well. Jap inline 4, chain driven. I mean, the engine and drivetrain is pretty much bulletproof. You buy this bike, use it as a Sunday rider, ride it to the bar, take this down to Daytona, and I guarantee you're going to get more people staring at you and asking questions than if you were on a brand new Harley CVO, any model. Doesn't matter what it is, you're going to get 10 times the looks on one of these. At like a sixth of the price, if I might add. It's nasty. The exhaust nose is sick. Well, I don't think that there is anything else I'd rather be doing than riding a Super Sport on this Thursday morning. Probably going to take it out for a short ride as soon as I'm done shooting this video, go down Reservoir Road. But guys, we could ship this bike anywhere in the States inexpensively. Figure the far west corner, $700, anywhere East Coast, $400 or less. Midwest, $550, licensed, insured, and closed transport. Leave it in the museum for as long as you like. Buy it and put it on loan here. We'll prep it for long-term storage. It's a stunning piece. Got a clear title with it in the state of Massachusetts. No excuses on this one. Good luck bidding, guys. And thanks for watching thus far. And God bless America. And God Honda and Japan for making kick-ass inline 4s from the 70s. Thanks, guys.